guys, it's Stephanie Grams with mysewingneedle.com, and I finally have my folk art slash primitive queen bee doll completed, so I am going to explain her to you. This is all handmade and hand sewn, hand painted by myself, and it's an original design from me. So anyways, this is the top of her head, and I did make a rounded head for this doll. Her face is hand painted. Okay. And these are fabric yo-yos, also known as sulfic puffs, that I did hand make myself. And I see a sewing machine stitches right here, so it's all connected. And then some of the fabric yo-yos have vintage buttons and just bling. So I'm gonna give you a short show of these. I didn't put any on the back of her because she'll probably be sitting on your shelf at home somewhere or out in your covered porch area. So there's the little halo of sorts. All right, so pardon the wall. This is the back. Her entire body is hand stitched. I even have the raw stitching to show you. She's also hand painted. Her entire body is, let's see here, here's her legs. Let me flip her skirt so you can see under the skirt. Everybody wants to know. All right, so you can see that she's hand stitched and hand painted. All right, now for her, oops, I just dropped her baby bees. Uh-oh. So here's her skirt. It's made out of a honeycomb fabric. On her chest is also a fabric yo-yo with a vintage button, and those are sewn together, or they're sewn and adhered together, so those are not removable. The vintage button kind of looks like a sunflower, so I thought that would be perfect for the bee. Now we're going to look at her hands. Now don't freak out, her hands are not stuck like this. All I did was take some twine and I made her arms. If you can see, they were made to cradle her baby bees, which I will show you here in just a second. This is the front of her skirt. I left all the seam edges raw because, you know, primitive and folk art lovers love that, as I do myself. Here's another vintage button, and this one is a flower of sorts, and I thought this was perfect for this doll. So that is her, and then I do have my, let me see, my branding on her here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's mysewingneedle.com. Give me 1 second. There we go. Handmade by Stephanie Grams. So you can always find me at mysewingneedle.com. I have a QR code, and I got a little paint on this, but basically this is not a toy. This doll is made for decorative purposes only. Please keep it away from your children and keep it away from your pets. And give me 1 second and I will show you her baby bees. Now both of these bees I did hand make myself, and the wings and everything, everything is hand sewn by me. I will show you each one up close. This also has a vintage rough button on it. This baby bee has, as you can see, blue and white stars on it. The stripes, this is made out of a crushed black velvet, and I left all of this, the seams raw, so they will fray and almost give like a fuzzy, I guess, bumblebee appeal. So put this one in her hands here. This one, Baby Bee, is also handmade and painted by myself. We have a vintage button on the back, and the same type of velvet stripes on this bee. These bees can go in her arms this way, like this would be the front, or with the wings showing. I prefer it with the wings showing. I just think it makes the doll, you know, I don't know, cuter. But basically this is how she would sit on your shelf, or maybe you have a back porch or something that is enclosed, because remember, this is hand painted. You do not want this fabric folk art type of primitive doll out in the weather. She needs to be in a dry area. And again, this type of art doll is not to be handled. It's purely decorative, and you need to be gentle with her. Please, again, keep her away from your pets and also your children. If you have questions before you try to order this, I just want you to know that this is the only one I'll ever make. As with all of the dolls that I've been making since 2006, actually no, it's about 2003. Every doll I make, if you see it, you are better off buying it immediately, because I don't make a second one. And she does not, I do not have a pattern for her or any directions at all. If you're interested in that, I might put together a tutorial of the pictures that I have taken as I assembled her. I'm not sure. I mean, if you're interested, you could ask me and maybe I'll try to replicate it, but chances are I won't. I am very busy creating other art dolls and juggling my memory bear services, and also setting up the craft business coaching program that I have due to start in July of 2018. So I'm busy and productive. I just wanted you to see the latest Queen Bee. I call her Queen Bee. You can call her whatever you want. If you're interested in purchasing her, I need you to send me a private message so I can see it right away. And feel free to please share this video and information with some friends. Maybe you have a friend that loves to collect unique art dolls or loves bumblebees. If you could connect us, I would appreciate that too. And again, this is the only one I'm making of her, so she is one of a kind. Thank you. Bye, guys.